What's going on, everyone? So let's talk about how to get promoted in your company or 5 life hacks for career advancement. So I used to run a 8 figure company, and I used to help people get promoted or move up in their careers. So what are some of the hacks you can do? So the 5 life hacks that I have done to help pursue my career and moving up in my career that I went back to work. I'm already being looked at for higher promotion. How did I do this? So let's start with, are you still stuck in a rut? And are you feeling like your career has stagnated? You know, a lot of people feel that their career is stagnated and they're stuck in a rut. And why is that? Is it because you can't get promoted? Is it because you worked at one place and you haven't moved anywhere? There's different reasons why you can get stagnated. Now, I tell people if you're stuck at a company and you cannot do nothing about it, you have the education, you have the time served, but you can't move up to that manager position, you can't move up to a team lead position, or you just can't move up to a higher position, you will need to look at other companies. And that's just a sad story about it. Now, I'm going to share you my 5 proven hacks just in case that's not the case. So, number one is you need to know how to network, because if you do not know how to network, you will not move up the chain of command or you will not get promoted. Getting promoted to a manager position, getting promoted to director position is either you know someone or you have a very strong resume. And majority of the time, most people get promoted due to their connection. It's sad to say, it's a lot of people in the corporate world move up due to who they know is not really what they know. Now, you do have a few companies that will hire you to be a manager or a director because you have a good qualification, and you just have to put yourself in that position. And networking could also mean by, hey, go on to LinkedIn, reach out to each other, and try to get to position where you are going to get promoted. And there's always the issue is I don't have the experience. So sometimes you have to network and find a job position that pays lower than you want so you can get the experience to become a manager or a director. And that's just how it works. Most time how I've seen people do it is they move to a nonprofit where the money isn't as good, but they get the time served in that manager role, in the executive role, to move to another company where they really start making money. And you see a lot of people at these nonprofits to move there. They'll work about a year, 2, 3 years, and then they move to a for-profit company where they start making money. Because there's nothing you can do if you do not have the time on your resume. And two, once you start meeting with the executives and others, you start running into the same crowd and they'll pull you over to help work in their companies. Now, you have to make sure when you build these networks, you build a authentic network with these other people. So you can't build these relationships off of half-hearted. You really have to start knowing their families. You still have to get to know them, and you have to know how to chit chat. So you have to know all this stuff whenever you do networking, and it will help prove that you're a valuable team, because a lot of executives, they want to seem like they're family man. They want to know why you're getting there, and once they know you personally, it's easier to get these positions. And then your second hack is to be a master of your craft. So you need to develop your expertise and sharpness in your skill set. If you're an engineer and you're an electrical engineer, you want to be the go-to guy whenever you start doing this stuff, so the higher up knows who you are, and even other companies. So when other companies recognize your skills and start telling your bosses, hey, he made a great engineer, he does a great job, you will start being looked at and say, hey, I want to be a manager, and they'll start considering you to start taking more projects and utilizing your skills. So get you in that position to better off. The people that don't make it into the manager role or that position, other position that they want, are usually that people that shows up, do their jobs, and just their jobs and leave. Don't really chit chat to anyone. They don't really do anything else. They don't really help the company. So they're not looked at as value. I know someone that went to work at a factory, and he worked there for about 10 years, and he kept trying to get another position in the company, and they weren't giving it to him. And I asked him why. And all he told me was, "Oh, I just go to work on my machine, and that's it." I said, "Did you ever show interest on working in other machines or taking time so you can learn how to do it?" And when he told me the answer was no, I said, "Yes. They only think you want to work on that and you lack skills to learn other things. So you're putting yourself in a bad position." Now, whenever next hack is to build your strong portfolio or a strong resume. What do I mean by this? Your resume has to show that you continue your education in your specific skill set. So if you're an engineer or more example programming, you starting adding other programs that you truly master. You are become a more valuable programmer and you show that what project you did. So I worked on XYZ projects, more projects you have on your belt with more programming language will make you a better chance to move up in your career and a better chance to be able to become a executive just because you have the good portfolio. Now, just because you're highly skilled in programming does not mean you become a good manager. So they will also want to see, I need this person to take manager classes. I also need to take maybe get a master's in business so that they know that you're serious about becoming a manager. And that's just how it is in the corporate world. It's just once you build your proper resume, your proper portfolio, you more likely move up in rank instead of just saying, "Hey, I want to get promoted." They want to see what steps you took to get promoted. Now, you also have to develop a compelling personal brand at these companies. What do you mean? You have to discuss the importance of your craft and that no one can do it like you. And what I mean by that is you're building your own portfolio and you have to say, "Hey, I built this system and no one else can repeat it, and I have manager skills." So, if you want to move up to that next position and move up the corporate ladder, you have to proceed with more knowledge. You have to proceed that you're a go-getter, and you can't seem lazy. So guess what? You have to build your personal branding at work and who you are at work. So your personal branding at work is very important where they recognize you and your other coworker recognize you. You can be the best person outside work, but if you are deemed lazy at work, and it doesn't matter how much skills you have, doesn't matter how many people like you outside work, your personal image or your personal branding at work matters. And number 5 is you have to be able to go out beyond your comfort zone and take risks to grow. So you might have to email people, you might have to take initiative in a certain project, and you have to get out of your comfort zone because once you start doing that and they see that you're successfully doing it, they will start rewarding you, and it's not that bad because you get to embrace all these challenges and push yourself. And it will highlight your importance to the company, and they'll be more like giving more responsibility and give you the ability to move up the corporate ladder. Now, do not be scared from failure or setback. Everyone has failures or setbacks or challenges they have occurred during their lifetime of trying to move up. If you are one of those people that are worried about that, you will not do well because everyone fails and the higher ups understand this. No matter how big the mistake is, as long as you don't continue to make them and you keep learning from them, they will respect you. And those are my 5 hacks to move up the corporate ladder. Now, or 5 hacks for career advancement. Now, I encourage you to choose 1 or 2 of these hacks to pursue to advance your career, and don't try to do them all 5 at one time just because you get a focus on it, because sometimes your career portfolio is not good enough. Sometimes everyone likes you at work, they know they can trust you, they know you're a risk taker and you're able to do it, but your networking is low, and guess what? Your portfolio isn't that good because you don't have an education, you don't have an associate's degree, and they just can't promote you any higher just because of that. So make sure you look at yourself and pick 1 or 2 to really fix so you can advance your career. Now, like and subscribe if you want more career tips and advice. Please stay tuned and comment down below. Tell me what you thought about the video and if I should make more videos like